Now we have two Sunday games, which first we'll go to a traditional rivals in Warragul and Druin, playing at Warragul, their sponsors' day, and they'd be coming back smarting from last week's loss, wouldn't they, Keith?
I think they certainly should. They have shown some really good improvement this year, although they haven't got a win on the board. But they do have a good structured team plan and system. It's just a matter of getting that experience behind them with a young side to deliver on that on a week-by-week basis or on 4 quarters of a match rather than 3. They've got plenty of talent in that side and some good experience in the big man in Gray and Bradley. This is no sort of easy game for Druin, and Druin have got a lift on what they've shown the last couple of weeks to win this. And as it's shown in the past, these games can really turn up some surprises, and hopefully a nice day and a good crowd, and I think it'll be another one that throws up plenty of interest. Loyalty says Druin, traditions on the ladder say Druin, so I'll go Druin, but I'll be happy when the siren sounds if Druin's in front.
Okay.
Well, I couldn't go on the show without being controversial, so I'm going to pick the goals. I think they're due for a win. Their form against Sale the last time they were home was just fantastic, and sponsors' day, and I think Druin a bit shaky at the moment, and it'll be a good game. They always are, as you say, Chris. Doesn't matter where they are on the ladders, but I'll just tip the girls in front this week.
I actually think Druin. I think they'll be a little bit physical for Warragul. There's some really big boys in that Druin lineup, so I think they'll be a bit physical.
Okay. Look, as Coach says, this is a danger game for Druin. I mean, the ladder position suggests Druin. They've won 2 games. Warragul haven't won any, but I believe it'll be a great game because these two always bring out the best in each other. I'm tipping Druin for the same reasons that Keith is, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised at what could happen at this game. The last game we have to preview is another, it's a renewal of a traditional game, Bairnsdale and Sale on a Sunday. And I would be expecting a huge crowd to watch this one. They're only 35 minutes apart. They're obviously wanting to, they're actually unbeaten. Sale's won all games, whereas Bairnsdale's got 3.5 wins. But Keith, I think, it'll be a good one, this one.
Well, this is going to be phenomenal. I think, this is a game we've perhaps been waiting for a little bit, given Bairnsdale's fantastic start to the year. Sale, the talk was that they were going to be very good this year, and that's been talk some other years when they haven't been too good. But they seem to have put enough on the board so far to suggest that they are a very good side. Bairnsdale, I don't know, maybe they've even exceeded their own expectations. I didn't know what to expect from them, and I don't think anybody did. But what a fantastic game this is going to be. As you say, the towns are very close together. This should be a bumper crowd. I don't know who's going to win it.
You're not going to tip a draw, are you?
No, I'm not going to tip a draw. I suspect Sale, but it's home at Bairnsdale. If they get that home crowd going for them, gee whiz. I don't know, it's going to be a beauty. Fantastic.
Okay.
This is the game that I'll be at this week, which is I'm just looking forward to it. But I just think Sale will be the big test for Bairnsdale to see where they are, and certainly they've taken all before them. It'll be a great clash, and expect a big crowd. It was a big crowd when Maui played up there, so I just think that just the Sale boys will get up this weekend. But it'll be a close game, and I expect a huge crowd. It'll be great.
And Jace?
Look, I actually think Sale can and should win if they play well, but if they drop off at all, one of the things we found, we played Bairnsdale, we dropped off for a couple of patches in the game. They kicked 4 or 5 goals. They're very, very even across the ground, and they play with really high intensity football. So if you drop off, they'll just murder you in a 5-minute patch and kick 4 or 5 in a row. So they're not a bad side, Bairnsdale.
They're well coached, aren't they?
Yeah, they're very stable, very even all over the ground. And if Sale drop off even for a second and they get a bad start, then it'll be over. But if they play well, they can and should win. So.
Yeah. I tend to lean towards Sale, I suppose, because I believe that they are the best side in the competition. So I'll go for Sale.
You did last week say they'll go through under.
Well, that's right. So
And
I've
you
got
got
to,
$20 on
I've
it,
got to
mate.
pick them every week now. That's it with the previews. Possibly, Brian, we had the Gippsland League had a meeting with the Netball Association last night. Or sorry, the Netball Association had one, and just to fill in our huge audience, maybe if you wanted to make any comment on what resulted from that meeting.
Oh, the last, probably 2 or 3 years we've been having discussions and working towards an amalgamation of the netball and the football elements to just under the one actual name of the Gippsland League. So up until then we were 2 legal separate entities. So the vote was put at a special meeting of the Netball Association last year to disband as such and then amalgamate. So we're now the one body, which is fantastic, and working towards the development of the league and the clubs. And so, yeah, look forward to an exciting future. And the netball's been a huge part of our league. It's been growing every year. It's fantastic, and we just see this is the next step for the clubs and the league to really come together.
Yeah. And just before we go, we're 2 weeks away from Interleague, May 28th. Gippsland League are hosting Central Murray Football League. There'll be a senior game on, and we also have an under-18s East versus West, which 5 of the teams in the East will play 5 of the teams in the West. And also in the netball we will have A grade and 17 and under. So this week's record will have the selected team for the seniors, and training will start for the under-18 and seniors next Wednesday. So, we'll give you a bit extra information on that. And I think that's about it, Keith, unless you want to finish off with something, any new complexes or any controversial statement you want to make before we finish up.
No. The other thing, I suppose I know we missed, which I was told as I was being chaperoned around the place, that they have the digital electronic scoreboard as well, and it's great to see them going in. They have certainly fantastic additions to venues.
Yeah, well, I think that makes it 2, and I think Warragul's getting one, isn't it?
Yep.
Just about.
So, and I know Jack Vardy at Mafra's trying to get one at Mafra. So, yeah, all our supporters, at least they'll be able to see the scoreboards, and that is a great innovation for our, and they don't have to add up. Actually, the scoreboards do it for them. So, thank you very much, and we'll see you all next week.
Chris.
Okay, we have Jacob Wood from the Moe Footy Club, and we've changed room minute this week. Jacob, what's your nickname?
I get called Woody.
Okay, what do you do for a job?
I'm an apprentice electrician.
What job would you really like to have?
I'm pretty happy with my job.
Okay. What do you think you're good at?
Playing footy.
Okay. What do you like to do on a Saturday night?
Have a few jars with the boys.
Most annoying teammate?
Longy.
Well, who would you like to take out for dinner?
I
Not Longy.
don't know. No, not Longy.
If you could recruit any player from another GL club, who would you choose?
Blake who played on the weekend, Gary Jones.
Okay.
Also wears a helmet.
No worries. If you could be someone else, who would you be?
Oh, Superman.
And what's the best advice you've been given?
Kick straight.
No worries. Thanks a lot, Woody.
Alright.